Hello everyone, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Last time, Nagito died, so that kinda sucks, I guess. Gonna be honest, super tired today, so let's see if I can actually figure stuff out while my brain is running on empty. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He's always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us, but even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times where we were only able to reach the truth because of him, but everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. Yeah, for now I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. What about this? A spear with a flashing ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. Where'd they get a spear? There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound. Kinda.
Oh my! What's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear.
Is this your first time looking at this too?
Of course not. This is the Spear of Gungnir, right?
Oh, that wasn't the first game. You definitely just came up with that just now.
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from?
I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What? Nezumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice. Damn you all to hell.
I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Interesting. So the cord is attached to the spear? Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently the spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Okay, so someone with Spear of Gungnir. Someone was holding on to it, I guess? The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? No idea.
This knife, it must be from the military base.
Military base? Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well? By the way, it seems the wound on his leg and left arm were caused by that same knife.
Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's left legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand?
It cannot be. And then they finished him off with the spear. How cruel.
Then, does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use the spear at all?
You are right. That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it?
A reason? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? A reason they had to use the spear. I don't know. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad. Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me.
Chiaki moved past Soda and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. Okay, and in one swift movement she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey.
Putting back the duct tape isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed.
Hey, look. Call Chiaki ungrateful swine? I gotta punch you in the face, it's the rules, I'm sorry.
The blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case. It's no use, she's not listening. Hey, about that blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
What's wrong with that? So he was duct taped before.
The duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that?
She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is there something we really need to worry about?
I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Okay, so it was before he got the wounds. And he's also tied down. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, he also stabbed his legs? So he wouldn't move? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right?
That's true.
If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing.
Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
So.
Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have had a deep grudge toward Nagito, refusing to let him die easily. I could totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Apparently. Torture wounds. That's okay. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound, and there's blood everywhere. There's something strange.
Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm on his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood spatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but...
Is something else is strange?
When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand,
Well,
there's also blood only above the middle joints of each finger.
You're right. Why is it only on this part?
see?
I see. It's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win.
Yeah, sure, you win.
Okay. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like that?
I don't know. I mean, that could have something to do with the fact that there's a portion of the blood missing on the cord from the spear. Burnt rope. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be the result of the fire? That's weird. The rope is burned off like this. Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? True, very true. I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does that mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible, and I have to investigate his death so I can find this killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as this? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Okay. Alright, let's look at this. Oh, not that, but whatever. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... the fire grenades? Yes. We've been new. Hajime. Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. That's true. And then the sprinklers went off. Fire was only exhausted thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Oh, there's a lighter right there, actually. Now that I look at it. Ah, this is... it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
An oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep
Bring it
warm.
on.
Is a more foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well?
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
Okay.
Which means...
So using that, the curtain was set on fire.
Using the oil lighter, huh? You think the killer set up some sort of trick with it? Well, it started after we opened up the door, so maybe somehow with that, the door caused it?
Right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire.
They caused a fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... I mean, like I said, it could be with the door. I didn't think it started till after we opened up the door. Monokuma's dead? There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey.
No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding. I'm not dead.
Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory?
If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you.
You're a stuffed animal too.
Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage?
Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like this, got stabbed, going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
I had nothing to do with that.
Huh?
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there. You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami. But you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma.
Looks like those two annoyances are gone.
Thank God.
If it wasn't Monokuma's tricks, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Me neither. I have no idea. Other than the spear, maybe? Maybe the spear was like hidden behind the Monokuma blush? I don't know. Okay, that's everything. What are you thinking, Chiaki? She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yeah, about that sprinkler.
That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There. Can you see that red streak?
Huh? Interesting. You're right, I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood?
Blood. Color definitely looks like blood. But there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line.
That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange.
It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Blood on the girder. How would it have gotten up there? Soda?
One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way? It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh.
Okay, Fuyuhiko?
I'm not freaking out about it like Soda, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen? This rotten school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end.
Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Oh, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey,
What do you mean, something?
shut up.
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it.
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown.
Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll talk about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
Yeah, I know. Then don't bring up strange stuff like that.
Okay, Sonia?
So just as
If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial, then we can think about what will happen after.
Ooh, Akane?
It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's, but it looks like it's different from this time. It doesn't matter this time.
What doesn't matter?
so
This time, look at the time, doesn't matter.
Or it looks like the time doesn't matter.
It was clearly written in the Monokuma file, the time of death was noon sharp.
If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? The fireworks, right?
What were we doing? Well, right now it's...
12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function.
Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill.
Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it.
If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs?
You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon, which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But that could be like when Nakumaru died. The killer could have also used something kind of used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious.
Wait, none of us had an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, he wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. The warehouse first. Okay. Like here? What is that? What is that? MP3 player. Oh, the music. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is it here?
Maybe.
It looks like the weird music was playing from there. You know, the music that was blaring when the fire started?
Yeah, you're right.
It looks like it's busted for getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it. That music was definitely playing from this MP3 player.
I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? To cover up the screams, maybe? That's all I can think of. Tons of CDs. All these CDs, they're all copies of Monokuma's music. They should have been burned too. You would think. Tons of books. A line of Monokuma stuff. Oh, interesting. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. I bet this is like a kind of like a domino effect. Had to be when the door opened, it like knocked over all the Monokuma things and somehow lit the curtain on fire. That's what I'm guessing. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they all scattered like this? Last time I came here, I seem to recall they were all stacked in a pile. They should have been neatly put away. Okay.
Maybe we're the ones who made this mess.
Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... It's fine. I'll open it slowly.
No, that's not the problem.
Seriously, it'll be fine.
With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warning and slowly opened the door to the warehouse.
Huh? It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly?
Akane ignored their protests and with a mighty kick, the door flew open.
Could it be... was that it?
Huh?
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
Those Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line.
Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neatly and orderly.
So...
Isn't that clearly strange?
Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. That is true.
Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it.
But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire.
Hey,
But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
you are right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and became all soggy, wet and soggy. Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. Haha. You were thinking that, huh?
Of course
I wasn't thinking that at all.
Say what?
Why are you responding, Soda? I was asking Hajime. You're screwing with me. Oh my, screwing? How lewd.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second.
Oh gosh. Soda, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. Yeah, probably.
Well, think about the countdown after we live through this class trial.
That is true. Can we leave? Okay.
Well, even though I did say I was gonna friggin' kill him, there's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know?
Okay. Looks like Sonia's focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we're pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute?
Yes, what is it?
I wanted to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded.
Huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right?
It is alright. It is not a bomb.
Why did you know the bombs were fake?
Well,
That's not all either. When we were looking through the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you, and what were you doing during that time?
oh my.
I cannot
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus, shit, you son of a bitch.
Sonia?
I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there.
Huh?
Well,
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone, so I kept silent the whole time.
Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went and investigated them?
that is.
and as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found.
And because you were searching for them, you were late when we were all gathered.
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs.
How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake?
Because I attempted to use one of them.
What?
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real, and I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
Oh, Monami's there.
However, that plan was an utter failure. The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell!
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't really get.
That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it, but upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's planning all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well.
If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated, but the problem is his reason for doing it.
With this, I have explained everything.
Have a minute.
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me.
You're right, I got it. Okay. Interesting. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there were still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried.
Yeah, I am.
Huh?
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range.
You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonja mentioned, the plushie factory next door, the Zumi castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm gonna understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him.
I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
Can you hear
Hey, you
me?
guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too?
In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
See,
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we have the same idea.
But is it safe? Won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
We don't have a choice. There just isn't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here.
I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So, we need to search for them in other places. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'll have to give up completely.
You don't really need to say that.
Hey, hey!
Then, isn't it okay if we leave this place?
It's okay. Okay. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. What about the laptop? That reminds me, we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop. Is he still watching us from somewhere?
If he's not, then how did he time his message so perfectly?
No, it looks like the video is set to play after the explosion by a wireless signal from the detonator. But why did he have to use a video message? That's the only thing I don't get. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that the video was recorded in advance. That's right. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Alright, Sonia, what do you think's in here?
My!
I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life.
Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
Okay.
Well?
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here.
Huh? Wait,
Do you have a minute?
If you had the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
Alright.
Let us rip these apart right now so we can confirm it.
hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode when we carelessly mess with it?
Easy as pie.
Either way, it is all gravy.
All gravy? The hell does that mean?
Stop! There's no bomb. You'll know if you just pick me up. See? All you'll feel is the soft weight of my cotton.
I see.
Hmm,
I see.
you're right.
However...
Then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, Then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bomb theirs are all fake.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if I kept it, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm gonna tell you for the first time. Whew, I feel so relieved.
But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or the factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Monokuma's account. Okay, so... brought it from the Octagon. Interesting. So was he planning all the way from there about this? A huge supply of guns and other firearms is stuffed into the truck bed. Ah, found it! What did you find?
Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but also found stuff like
A survival knife? Wait, that's the same kind as that was stabbed into his hand. Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
which means the killer obtained the knife here. So the killer is someone who visited the military base at least once.
That's everyone, though.
No, not me. This is the first time I've been here.
That sounds fishy. A little bit.
Damn it. This dangerous place is the reason all the messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these.
It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who could do that. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed which means Sonia was telling the truth. Oh, right.
As I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found.
But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. I was about to say. He did say they were fake.
So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. You really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them.
He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. What would that be? Where did the spear come? Oh, from up there! From up here. This is where the spear came from. Interesting. The spear with a flashing ornament is hanging on the wall. The spear is definitely it, right? Think so.
I see.
Just as I thought. Looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle and there's a weight at the end of it. What is that for? Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that.
But why did the killer use the spear and a knife?
Yeah, they could have easily just killed him with a knife and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use.
Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. Probably why I feel this way. Feeling this strange feeling that I'd never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer, even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find out some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Oh boy, okay. Let's investigate his cottage. Let's see how that goes. Oh, Chiaki's here, and Monokuma. What's going on, guys? How's it hanging?
What's this?
Oh my! You wanna go inside Nagito's room too?
Hajime.
Hajime.
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye.
I didn't do that.
Then do it! It's sweet because it's made out of black beans.
Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine.
Fine. I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right? Now then.
Okay.
See? I opened the door. You can freely investigate now.
This isn't my first time seeing that, but why is the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized.
Hey,
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't seen Akane at all. What the frick? So, Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside his room? What was he feeling as he spent his day in here? I can't even imagine.
wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair, so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden there as well.
This is weird. Didn't we also find... No, that was after the trial, wasn't it? Where we went with Kyoko inside the secret room and found her dad's bones. That was after the trial. I was about to say, I thought we found that also before the trial. Hey, there's a Monokuma in the bath. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be... Oh, Monami's treasure, of course.
Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights.
Interesting.
Perhaps.
That treasure box.
Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute.
Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it'd be good to see what's inside.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous.
It might be, but this might be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. What the frick? Inside there was a notebook. This is it? Why is it a notebook inside the treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. What the heck? It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by some children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary?
Looks like it. Did Monami write these?
Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I keep flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5, page after page of poorly written entries continued on the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped at an entry titled Day 16. Day 16, we've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey, hey.
Hajime, did something happen?
Oh, it's nothing.
Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook!
Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took my notebook out of my hand. Or her, whatever.
Whew! I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Geez, that was close. If I'd come any later, you would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late. But if this notebook is here, then Nagito's the thief? Betrayal. I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey, hey.
Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right, this is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are kept. Hey, you're a liar. No, you show up out of nowhere. Monami, it's no good to lie, you know.
Lie?
There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write.
Huh?
What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B. No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. Duh. See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm that way too. Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey,
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
what are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second.
Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true?
Huh?
He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it?
Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me.
No, hold on! Damn it, she totally ran away again.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her.
But still, I really wanted to ask her about the notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. It's so weird. General purpose notebook. Monami's notebook. I don't get it. I don't understand. Alright, what else is in here? Refrigerator? Got any bodies in here or something? There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from.
Nagito probably supplied it himself.
Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks?
As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. What the heck? There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator is a brown bottle.
For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't really look stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right?
Really? Looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? Hey, this is...
See?
Yeah, looks like it's poison.
poison?
Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it.
Stop it. If you worry me like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
This sure does look like chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure.
But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too.
Apply to the bomb?
see?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items.
The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison. He must have brought it with him from there too, right? Oh, there was fridges in there, right? I think there was a line of fridges that were inside of the octagon. Probably where he got it.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial.
He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial?
Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle?
Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey,
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison?
Huh?
see?
It looks like the bottle was less than half empty.
Oh, jeez.
Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet?
Oh, come on. I don't like it.
Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be really bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island.
Everyone on the island?
What the hell?
Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? Oh, I hate it. There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed onto the shelves.
It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through all that stuff.
Hey, hey.
Let's just leave it for later.
Yeah, I agree. Alright, what else? The bed? It's the only thing. It's the bed that comes with the cottages. Looks like the one in my room, but...
Hey, hey.
Maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding stuff.
Yeah, like porn. Well, we should still check just in case. With no exceptions and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... There's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this? Wait, how the heck did he hide that under the bed?
It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base?
Gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under the bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Probably the poison, I'm guessing?
Hajime.
Hajime, was there anything else under the bed?
Let's see. Peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag and... There's a small piece of paper on the floor. Piece of paper made of blue aluminum? What? Wait, what? Piece of paper made of aluminum? That doesn't make sense.
A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise.
I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait.
Who knows?
It might be too soon to decide that. Piece of blue paper. Those over jars of stuff?
Well,
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart.
Do they now?
I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this.
What should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles.
That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime.
Wait, what?
It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff here.
Well, that might be true, but
So, I'll leave the shelf to you.
I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there was still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Huh? Oh, we get the profile thing. Well, that file wasn't the only thing I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That seal.
Indeed, it's the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. The file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information.
Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? When I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really was only my information, then why is the file so thick? Oh boy, what are we gonna learn? As soon as I opened it, this was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Oh no. Aside from my information, there was information about the others, Soda, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia, and everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information of all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe it'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height, my weight, and so forth. There was one thing that was specifically caught my eye. The words, Reserve Corps student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a Reserve Corps student from the Reserve Department. Why is it the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the Reserve Department? Why am I here with all the other Ultimates? I don't know!
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen?
Well, I just found a strange file.
Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there.
It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on the island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone?
Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us.
Can I take a look at that file?
Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file. Oh boy.
You're right. My profile is really in here, but unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right?
Huh?
There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami.
Oh?
Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way!
So, what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor?
No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing, oh my gosh, I always say skilling cool life. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious.
Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason.
A different reason?
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation.
What do you mean?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right?
Huh? What? My eyes turned back to that file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. Ultimate imposter? Wait! And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter?
That's Byakuya's true identity.
True identity?
He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami.
A fake? So, what?
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, and no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Though I'm not jealous of that at all.
That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
So cool!
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that.
Then he was lying to us the whole time?
Still.
But he couldn't help it.
What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
'Cause that was his talent.
Huh?
Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain that talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating.
What the hell?
Anyway,
Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
right!
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth.
Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to the others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn, for a long time, my life has been a living hell.
Based on that context, if I had to guess,
No, no!
maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already.
So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from Future Foundation.
Is there really someone like that?
Of course!
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Me?
So, it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy.
You made a fake profile for the traitor and included him in here?
correct!
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is? That was true for Nagito too, right?
Well, probably.
Probably.
It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know.
Time's up? Wait.
Excuse me for a moment.
Okay. Last trial's gonna begin. That chime just now. Yep. It is what you think it
What
is.
is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial.
Oh boy.
So please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on this time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
Still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that.
His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us all through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once.
Well,
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
but still,
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine.
I hope so. Okay. Well, we're here. The last class trial. But yeah, we're gonna end it here. I'm excited. I mean, like I said, this is a home stretch, so maybe 2-3 more episodes, maybe, and then we're out. We are out. And we're gonna finally figure out what the frick is going on. So yeah, I hope you all are excited, and I thank you all for watching this episode of Danganronpa. But until next time, bye.